Here's the good thing about life is that we're all imperfect.
I know.
All have places where we don't know what we're doing, or we don't know what we're doing as well as we do in other places. We all have strengths and weaknesses. I am no exception for sure. And that's one of my big Achilles heels is the needs and somewhat the boundaries, because, I do have boundaries, but some of them are very relaxed. And
so the good news about this is that you can experiment just with little teeny intentional things. This is not an aircraft carrier that is going to take a long time to turn around. If you change your side of the dance, even just one little thing at a time, one little need and boundary at a time, it will shift everything. It just will. It doesn't have to be any bigger than just deciding, you know what, this one I can do. I can set this one boundary and keep it and then see what happens.
I'm really glad you said that, because I am what my therapist calls a fire hoser. I turn on the hose and go, I get it all done. And sometimes if I feel like I can't do that, I feel like it can't be done.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad you said that, not just for me, but for other people who probably feel things that I feel, that can see that you can just do one little bitty intention, one little bitty boundary, one little bitty need, and build it on top of each other until it changes. Yeah, that's really good. I'm glad you said that. Thank you very much.
Because it's funny that it comes up, because the pillar that you skipped, the assignment is to set a small boundary. And here's the other thing, Leanne. So I keep trying to tell this story in like our content, and Kristin keeps cutting it out. So Kristin, I apologize. Kristen's gonna have to.
You know what story it is?
Kristen's gonna have to.
I'm like, wait.
It's the chewing gum purse story.
Oh, it's the chewing gum.
Kristen's gonna have to come in and clean up the mess that I'm about to create. Okay. I hate it when people dig through my purse. I hate it. It pisses me off. I don't like it at all. And my kids, one of them in particular, are always getting gum out of my purse. And there was just this day where I was like, why do I keep doing this? Like, why do I keep letting them do this? And it's because it feels like crappy to be irritated by that. Like, it doesn't feel good. And so there's just a day where I was like, no, that's a boundary that I can set. Like, that's a small boundary that I can set, that it's totally acceptable to go, that is my purse. That's my private belongings. I don't think it's appropriate for you to dig in people's purses. End of story. Don't do it. Period. Like, that's a small boundary that you can set. That's how tiny we're talking about. Kristin can come in and clean this up now.
No, I just didn't want to use it as it was in a place of something that mattered, and it does seem right. But I think that's a really great point for that. Like, it doesn't have to be something huge and big. Just practice.
Right.
Like deciding this, I'm going to try to get this need met. I'm going to find some way, to get this need met, or just set this boundary, whatever it is, so that you can be give yourself a win.